Welcome everybody to take some time and join us at this webinar. We're introducing a new product line within FMH Conveyors family of product line. The markets that we serve have asked us many times, and we're doing little small systems here and there within our current channel distribution partners, and also with our direct accounts that we service. And we came out with this manual sortation called LITESORT, in which we will be reducing the inefficiencies of manual sorting, whether it's inbound or outbound, in the different situations we have within our markets that we serve. This automated sortation system consists of several components, several parts, which we'll be talking about it here in the webinar. This one is designed to be modular. These sections have our own casters for the relocation. They have foldable wings or divert conveyors. This is to reduce the area and improve the storage and maneuverability of the machine. This key benefit also will be the ready to scan and read barcodes more accurately. We are up to 5-side scanning tunnel that we currently have integrated within our system. This one is a plug-and-play unit. It'll utilize 110-volt AC from your power outlets, and the controls are 24-volt DC control systems. It's a very simple deployment unit. We wanted it to be very, you come in, you take it out of the truck, and you don't need much to do other than plug it in, unfold the wings, and get it ready to operate. So these are the benefits that we have on that. What we believe are efficiency gains that our customers and end users were going to receive is that they're going to be able to quickly load and unload components or parts or products that they receive by reducing the number of touches, the number of labor needed to do this. Definitely, we will be improving the ergonomics of a normal manual sortation, reduce the walking. It will be easier for the operators to understand the system, so we're expecting faster training, and the customers will be able to replenish their products or receive their products faster. And it's the whole idea with all of our lines is to achieve a consistent product flow. All right, continuing with more details about this LITESORT product line. We have a sheet of specs that is available on our websites and also through your regional managers. The basic, I don't want to read through the whole thing, and use your regular 50 pound per foot capacity. Our rollers are 1.9, the widths are 30 inches, etc. So you can get some of these. The one important part here is the system sortation rate. Right now, we're up to 25 to 30 cartons per minute, and that's dictated by the transfer table. So let's talk about the system overview. This LITESORT modular sorting station consists of the belted gapping MDR conveyor, the integrated tunnel. Obviously, we have a number of different configurations that you might want to have depending on what the customer needs are. And that's when we start customizing after that integrated scan tunnel and gapping conveyor. We can do the pop-up diverters will be the belted conveyor diverters that are on each joint of these wings. If you want to have double gravity, single gravity, and we can do a number of things after we leave the scan tunnel. we do need at least a minimum length after the tunnel. And I'll talk about it in more detail here soon. So let's talk about the belted gapping MDR conveyor and the integrated scan tunnel. These components are the gapping conveyor. This just to ensure whatever you're scanning has the proper spacing. So this is a required piece of equipment to go through the tunnel. That is the one doing the determination on whether this box or product is going to leave on station 1, 2, 3, or 4. And on the tunnel itself, that's where we have all the automation, determination of all those locations after we scan it. Again, I think it's from 1 to 5 sites that we can do. We also have set up an intuitive interface and a stack light. This will give you the ability of diagnose the system and fully give you a rundown of what the system is doing. So that's also integrated within the gapping and tunnel component of the LITESORT. After that, again, then we just have the modular sortation component, which is the whole conveyors. We can do 90 degrees here and turn them left, right, or whatever you guys, the customer's requirements are. And these are made out of our Best Connect line. We do have it's not the regular Best Connect, it's an MDR product. We have on the table, which I will show you a picture on it, the divert table is the one that selects the position of where that carton is going to be diverted to. Again, this is just the simple showing you 1, 2, 3, 4 divert points, and 1 left, 1 right, so it's a total of 8 different locations. Let's talk about the components that make that modular sorting. We have the foldable gravity divert wings. You can see on the picture on the left side. These are foldable, again, so that we can move it around the place without having to disengage these components from the main line. And the bidirectional pop-up diverters are 24-volt all-electric. And this avoids the need for having to hook up any pneumatics, any chop air into these conveyors. So it's a belt that goes in between those rollers, and it goes left or right depending on the sorting that the machine needs to do. The base configuration that we have that I talked to you about, this is the minimum our LITESORT needs to be. So we have to supply you with a gapping conveyor, the tunnel, and then the MDR conveyor leaving that tunnel, and at least the 1 pop-up divert. From then, you can either select the gravity divert wing, pop-up gravity wing, or we can probably hook up another, Best Flex motorized conveyor, and then we can go and do a different configuration. But this will be the base configuration for this LITESORT product. Again, touching a little more on the specifications for this unit, 60 to 120 feet a minute. Again, it's scannable up to 5 sides, 3-inch axle centers. So our minimum will be a 6-inch carton width, and minimum length will be 9 inches. The maximum height needed for that tunnel will be 24 inches. Any other product bigger than that will require something different. And the length, maximum length is 48 inches. And that's, determined by the diverting table that we need to do the divert at each location. Question from Rich Stokes. Can I use other vendors' cameras in our systems? Yes, Rich. I mean, we're using Cognex to be the leading component, but if somebody requires something else, we will customize to that. And then Kevin Hinken, I may have missed this, but what is the maximum number of diverts or maximum length that you can have on one line? This is determined by the amount of voltage needed, Kevin. So, and in fact, if we require to do a little more, then we'll just have to have a separate power supply for that additional diverts. So as long as we have the diverts, I think our PLC can do many of these locations. What is the typical install time, Jeff Skiba, in days? I mean, again, depends on the size, but if you have the machine comes in one or two trucks, it's just a matter of rolling it in. I don't see more than 2 days taken for this typical install on a mid-size LITESORT. Okay, Taylor, is that mechanical install time or controls and electrical as well? Taylor, it's really mechanical, but the machine will be ready to be plug and play based on the criteria of the sortation, and so we'll be programmed, ready to go and turn on. We probably will have to do a quick, first product test, but before leaving the facility, the program will be there for that particular sorting amount of sorting places. Alex O'Brien, can the diverts be placed closer together, or is the standard spacing because of the unit size? Yes, that spacing is based on the, I think there's a minimum required, and also it depends on the product mix. So we can analyze your product mix and then find out if we can reduce that connection between the diverts. Jeff, what was the reasoning of using MDR versus 90-volt DC motors? It is efficiency or cost related. I think it's a combination of both, Jeff, and also the MDR uses a lot less power for the. So if we need a longer line, we will require less power. So the whole point was to make it available so that 110 volt will work with a significant length on the modular sorting. Does the software provide interface with WCS, WMS systems? Typically, we prefer not to interface with the WMS ERP systems, although we can in some applications. This one, important. Can you use belted conveyor instead of 1.9-inch rollers? The answer is probably not. These rollers are required for the pop-up divert to function properly. If it was belted, it'll be difficult for that divert conveyor to make the allocation of the product. So it has to roll into the pipe divert and then change direction from there. We might be able to do it before the pop-up divert, but that's something we decided to go with the MDR conveyor. Rich Stokes just had another question here. We could have a belt over, I believe, for polybags if needed. Okay, so Rich is my colleague, and he knows this product also, and I believe we can do the belt over roller for that type of products like bags and jiffy bags, polybags. Christopher Renton, what business cases do you see this product filling? Inbound return products on your either fulfillment centers, some small DCs, maybe at the store level. Incoming products, of course, when they come in, they receive a big trailer full of different goods for different locations, and they can come in and start sorting and replenishing the store stocks levels. So we see it on many different locations, Christopher, and it's obviously this product has been driven by the late surge of online ordering in all the omni fulfillment centers, and it's been a success in that case. Antonio Fernandez, how is the tracking of the products done? Time, photo eyes. It is based on the skin tunnel. It does know what the product is, how long and everything, and it determines the position that package is gonna leave. So it's more of a pre-assigned at the tunnel location where that product is gonna end and be diverted. So there's no photo eyes. I think it's mostly done by time. So if that box, let's say, leaves the tunnel, and you're gonna drop it on the third divert to the right, it'll know that box is gonna have to leave once it hits that transfer pop-up divert table. So it's time.